Hello, my name is AJ Pruitt and I'm the author of the Anathalian series, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to create and publish a book in a week. Okay, so I'm going to explain it, so I hope you stay tuned for the whole thing to hear the whole story, but I created and published a book in a week. And I went from the first concept to published book in about a week. I didn't keep exact track because I had a lot of other things on my mind creating the book, so I wasn't keeping track of something. It wasn't NaNoWriMo, it wasn't something like that. And so the question is, how did I possibly go from just first this concept sparked in my mind to having a published book, not in my hands, from hitting publish on Amazon KDP, and from concept to that point to hitting publish and having a published book in a week. So how in the world did I do that? Because my Anathalian series, the books, my chapter books, my main series that I write, I can't even tell you how many years those have taken me to do, from first starting writing the first word on the first page to hitting publish. Those take years. So how did I do this in a week? All right. So this is the book. It's a children's book, little children's book. It is a super simple children's book. That's the first way. And it's mostly pictures and illustrations with one word on every other page. So most pages look like this. Banana. And then it has a picture of a child with a banana. And it's cute. And that's what the majority of the pages are. I think there's about 3 to 5 pages that are not that. Here's another one. Pineapple. And then there's a child with a pineapple. And it's adorable. Okay, so More Please is about the foods and teaching kids about, to recognize the word with the food, and it's cute. So that's the first way that I did this. Making a super simple child's book with, it's got I didn't number my pages. That's another way I didn't number the pages, because a lot of children's books, they're iffy about if they have page numbers or not. I think this one had 80 pages in it. And most of those, one word for every 2 pages. That's another way that it's really easy to publish a book in a week if you write an 80-word book. There are a couple pages with more words, like the beginning setup. Many fruits and vegetables that I love begin as itsy bitsy seeds. Seeds must be planted in a safe place to grow. And then you have the child planting the seed. So that's the most words on a page. So that's one way that it was easy to go from concept to finished book. There's not many words, and it's super simple illustrations. Okay, so the second way that this book was easy to go from concept to published book in a week is I am my own illustrator, I am my own cover designer, I am my own editor, I am my own formatter, and I am my own publisher. And that sounds like, oh, well, you had a lot of work to do. I did have a lot of work to do. But if you have help from other people while publishing a book, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting on their schedule. You're going to be waiting on their time. When you're, my cover didn't upload right the first time. And so I was able to go back into my paint shop program, into my design program. I was able to do that. And I was able to do that 3 times in 20 minutes and adjust it and reload it 3 times. And so with a cover designer, if your cover doesn't upload right, you have to send them an email and they have to do it on their time. And that may be a day later or a week later that they get back to you and they say, okay, here's the next design. But me, I could do it 3 times, that process that could take a week each time. If you have a different cover designer that's not you, I could do that in 20 minutes. And I did do that in 20 minutes because I needed to get this book published. And I will tell you why in a minute. But that's a different checkpoint on my notes. Okay. And the same was with formatting. If I had any formatting struggles, and I did have a couple formatting things I had to adjust, I could just upload it on KDP, see that, go back to my Word program, fix it, upload it again. And I mean, it didn't It didn't take any time because I didn't have to communicate with anybody else. I didn't have to say, adjust this, do that. I knew what I wanted. I did what I wanted. If there was a mistake, I could fix it as quickly as I decided to, and I did decide to fix it quickly. And yeah, when you work just with yourself, you can fix things on your time as fast as you want. So that was another way that it made it easy to, didn't make it easy, that made it possible to publish this book in a week. Okay, so the third reason that I've kind of been hovering around is I had a reason and I had an ASAP timeline. The book was a gift for a certain thing. The book was a gift. And so waiting would have made it pointless. If I had waited, I would have missed the opportunity to give this book as a gift. It wouldn't have worked. And I'll say more about that in another point. So my next point that made this not easy again, possible to publish a book in a week was I was in the throes of editing my 4th chapter book. I was in the middle of editing. Yes, I have announced the title already. I had to think. I was in the middle of editing my 4th book in the Anathalian series, Water Rising. And when you're in this editing and I was formatting it too, when you're in the editing and formatting brain set, like you are just on it. If I am editing my books, and formatting my books, I'm like, okay, you do this to format this and this and this and this and this. And your brain's just in this checklist of things you look for and things you do. And you're hyper vigilant focused. At least I am. And I just catch everything, go through everything. There is one mistake in the book that I did not catch, but it's not part of the main book. It's part of my author page. So it's okay. But everything else, your brain just goes through this checklist and you're okay, set this up, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And so that was how it was easy for me to not be oh my goodness, I have to leave. Wow. How do you format? Let me remember. Let me go back. I was no, I have just done this yesterday night, so I can do it again tonight. And that's one reason why it was possible for me to just bang it out, set it up, completely do the formatting all on my own, not use a template, just completely set it up, completely get it going, remember all the little tips and tricks that my brain had already done the night before or the week before, and set it up like it needed to be. I just cooked dinner and there's smoke in the air because I use my cast iron pan, and so I'm choking on the smoke in my house. But it's not dangerous. Okay. All right. And then the 5th reason why I was able to publish this book in a week was I didn't worry about a proof copy. Okay, I would not recommend this for any other book. I have never done this for any other book. It terrified me to do it for this book. But I had a deadline. Like I said, I had a deadline and I was pushing it. So any other time, if you are publishing a book for the masses, for other people, not for someone personal and just yourself, I would say before you hit publish, you need to order a proof copy so you can get it, look at it, hold it in your hand, say, okay, I need to change this, oh, on that page that needs to be changed, oh, there's a mistake on that page, and look through it and flip through it and make sure everything looks right. I did not do that with this book, and that takes, it depends on where you are and the shipping and the time of year and everything. That might take a week for you to receive your proof copy. And then with the Anathalian series, with Water Rising right now, I've had my proof copy for months. And I'm reading through it over and over and over again and making sure, everything's right and there's no errors and all this. And just your proof copy is where you catch everything and it helps you catch everything. So I would always, always recommend a proof copy. Except in this case, which is very different than any other case, any other book I've published. And I didn't order a proof copy, and it terrified me, but my husband was we got to do this, and we're on a timeline, and just hit publish. And I was like, you do it. So he did it. He hit publish, I think he did. Either way, he talked me into it. And okay, I was like, okay, we're just going to publish the book, and I'm going to be okay, whatever it looks like. Which is not a good idea, like I said, for anything but something just for yourself. And that's basically what this was. For me and the people person I did it for. Yeah. So otherwise, always order a proof copy. But I didn't with this. And that's why I was able to do this in a week. Like I said, if you do order a proof copy, that alone for it to be ordered and to get to you takes about a week. So, creating and publishing a book in a week isn't something I would typically recommend, but I hope in this video you learned something about publishing and this helps you to understand the process or to understand how to help yourself publish it or how to take your time. I hope this video taught you something. And like I said, I usually take years from conception to publishing. But I want to show you this book. I'm not going to read it all because like I said, it's 80 pages. But it says, "More Please," written and illustrated by H.A. Pruitt. More please. More please. Title pages, copyright pages, for my family dedication page. Okay. Many fruits and vegetables that I love begin as itsy bitsy seeds. Seeds must be planted in a safe place to grow. Safe place. Okay. Seeds need sunshine, water, and time to grow into fruits and vegetables that I can see. What can a seed become? And we start with an itsy bitsy apple seed. And then I'm not going to read all, but like you start with a sweet pea, you have a broccoli floret, banana, cantaloupe, celery, watermelon. I think that's the last one. So it goes through a bunch of fruits and vegetables. So many fruits and vegetables start as itsy bitsy seeds. What else starts as itsy bitsy? What else starts itsy bitsy and grows? Babies do. I started as small as a seed and grew in the order of these fruits and vegetables. My sibling is growing now too. So I made this book as a pregnancy announcement book for my family. And the next page shows how all the fruits and vegetables in this book show the gradual growth of a baby in a mommy's tummy. Yeah. And this book was to announce that I'm having a second child. I'm having a second baby. Like we thought it was impossible for me to have one, and now I'm having a second one. And so my family read through this book, and when they got to that page that I read last, they were like, "No, wait, what? What does this mean?" And it's supposed to be written from the first child's perspective. That's why I said I and things like that. So I'm having a second child. This is the pregnancy announcement, and that's why I made this video, and that's why I made this book, and that's why we were on a time crunch, because my tummy was getting big quickly, and if we didn't get it to our family, we wouldn't be able to surprise them, and there would be no need for the book. So now I can tell you that. Now I can talk about that I'm pregnant. Surprise, announced. And I can also tell you that the fourth book in the Anathalian series is due 1 month before the baby is due. Yay! Did that on purpose. Hopefully the baby doesn't come too early. And I also want to, if you are my friend and you want to participate in a fun little game, we are going to keep the gender secret, but you can guess, and you can guess the gender, and you can guess, let's see, the day the baby will be born. The due date is March 13th, but you can guess any day, the time, and the weight the baby will be. If you have more questions to help you guess, please do. I'm going to keep track of these. And remember, if you win, I want to send you a prize. So like, if you don't want me to know your address, don't participate in the game. But if you're like my friend and you know me, or if you like follow me on Instagram and you're like, I don't care if I give you my address, I know you're not weird, then go ahead and play along with us in the contest. The gender, the day the baby will be born, the weight, and the time of day the baby will be born. And whoever gets the closest to being right will win a fun little prize. We don't know what yet, but it'll be fun. Maybe it'll be a book. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. There's my announcement. And honestly, I did do this book in a week, and it was pretty intense. But I drew every illustration for this book, and I did it all in a week. Yeah, every illustration in this book I drew with my own hand. And I did them all in a week, and it was intense, and I took all the pictures in a week, and it was crazy, but I did it in a week, and it was super cool. So I wanted to share with you that experience of creating and publishing a book in a week. And it's kind of beat up because we've been reading it together, and my son really does enjoy it. So if you have like a pregnancy and you want to do an announcement, I've had people say this was the best way to announce a second pregnancy they'd ever heard. Like, there was a lady who screamed at our church. We had a lady read it. She screamed when she got to that page. She's like, ah! And everybody else was like, no way. And it was amazing. It was so great to announce it like this. It was so much fun. So if you want to buy this book, it is on Amazon, and like, you can buy it and share it with others and use it for your pregnancy announcement. It's got a little place in the back where it says this book belongs to, and you'd write your first child's name. And then it says blank's new sibling is coming at such and such day. Or we said this book belongs to Nana, and then our first child's name, new sibling, is coming on March 13th. And so we gave it to our family as like a keepsake. So if you want that, you can buy it. It's on Amazon. I would look up H.A. Pruitt, More Please, because after I named it, I realized More Please is not a great name for a book if you want to have a nice, clean book. Anyway, so I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of babbling. I'll end my video. Please share this video. Please like this video. Please buy the book if you want to. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and thank you very much for watching. Bye! If you want to know more about Anna Thalian or H.A. Pruitt, please follow me on Instagram at H.A. Pruitt. You can find me on Amazon as an Amazon author, H.A. Pruitt. Please watch my YouTube channel and all my cool videos on my channel, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can find me on the Facebook page, H.A. Pruitt Anna Thalian. You can follow me on Goodreads by the name H.A. Pruitt and the book Anna Thalian, or you can go to my website where so much cool stuff about Anna Thalian is. The website is hapruitt.com. Had to go rescue an avocado, but now I'm back. The air smells like hamburgers.